is active. A counter UAV is standing by.
Counter UAV coming to you. Threats detected near your position. Locations marked.
Friendly Warden airstrike. Use it.
Coordinates received. 5 seconds to target.
UAV on standby. Enemy UAV.
What's up, guys? What I want to do today is have a little discussion about Infinite Warfare. First off, loads of hate on this game. Lots of people saying it was so much like Black Ops 3. Yet, the Call of Duties before that have been the same for years and years and years and years. You get what I'm saying? So, I want to say, from playing this game for a little bit, I'm only level, I don't know, 39 or something. I finished playing the campaign today, and the campaign was really, really good. I really enjoyed the campaign. I had a lot of fun playing it. Kind of the ending was a little bit, I was a bit like, well, that happened, but then, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the campaign was really good. And I had some issues with the game, which I'm going to talk about now. So, one thing that I get, and I play on Xbox, is when I'm sitting in a menu, not in a game waiting to go into a game, sitting in the menu, if I'm trying to get class, it goes really, really stuttery, and it's like the frame drop changes, and you'll be trying to make a class, and you'll click like right, and it won't move right, and all of a sudden it'll move 2 to the right. It's really hard to explain, but it just goes really stuttery. It's really hard to like make your class and everything, and it's really freaking annoying, to be honest, and something that shouldn't be in the game. But it's a bit similar in Black Ops 3 actually. They had a similar thing when it first came out. So the movement system, obviously a lot of people moaning, saying it's the same as Black Ops 3. For me, it feels different to Black Ops 3, slightly different. It feels a bit more fluid, and for some reason, I can get on with it a lot better. Not that I'm still a fan of it, because I still hate people that go, oh, look at me, I can jump really, really high, and jump over your head, and go behind you, and before you've had a chance to fucking pull your finger out your ass, you've got a gun stuck up it instead. You know what I mean? Right, so I'm not a fan of the movement system, I never have been, but this feels better than it did in Black Ops 3. The other things that everyone says about Call of Duty not being innovative or putting anything innovative into the game. I'm not being funny, the game has not really changed since the original Call of Duty, even in Call of Duty 2, other than the fact that Call of Duty 4 was the first one to bring classes into it, that you could actually customise yourself, which the other ones didn't before that. And then they've pretty much been the same ever since. You had one that brought in, what was Black Ops? It had the currency in the Black Ops, and now you've got COD points, and they brought supply drops in, and people think it's paid to win, but it's only paid to win if you actually pay for it. And to be honest, most of the guns that you got in Black Ops 3, which I got a few of them, like the FFR, which was the FAMAS, which was absolute shit, and some of the other ones, I just thought that you're better with the Kuda than using any of the other guns. Same in this with the variants that are in this game. Yeah, there are some guns that seem to be, that appear to be strong, like everyone's using that one, the NV4 one, which I can't actually remember what it's called. What's it called? What's it called? I'm trying to look while I'm doing this. So the NV4 Vigilance that everyone's using that NV4 Vigilance. I got it. I was like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why everyone's using it. I don't get the fuss about it. I don't see why those people want. I think they just think that it's going to be good because it's got rare next to it, or maybe because it has legendary next to it. But I've outgunned quite a few people that are using these variants of guns. And to be honest, it's not like having Advanced Warfare variants of guns, because they upgraded kind of the actual stats of the gun. Well, this is just giving you kind of perks on the gun, which I suppose you could say is helping the gun, but I mean, the MV4 Fallout's got nuclear and stability. I mean, other than giving it a little bit of more stability, which it doesn't need anyway, because it's like a laser anyway. And I don't know why everyone uses that gun, because for me, I don't know why. I don't seem to get on with it as much. I think I'm using it in this game actually, but I don't seem to get on with it that much. Okay, moving on from the guns. I can't see this Call of Duty being any different to any other Call of Duty, other than a few little things they put in. They've changed the specialists and made it into rigs. You now got the teams, the mission teams, that's different in it, which allows you to get different guns, which, to be honest, takes an absolute age to kind of do anything. It takes an age to get keys, it takes an age to get salvage. Maybe they need to change that a little bit. And not so much the salvage, but maybe the keys, so you can get more supply drops, because then you've still got a chance of getting one of the variants guns in the supply drop, which I quite like. I quite like the mission teams. It gives you something to work towards, makes you use different things that maybe you wouldn't use, and each team is different. Like the first one is more to do with getting kills, the second one's more to do with having objective based games, and the third one, which I've used, was more to do with using equipment like grenades and flashbangs, etc, etc. You get where I'm going. The overall gameplay of it feels like Call of Duty. It hasn't changed. Like I said, it's not changed. It's still the same kind of game. Still run along, shooting, other than the fact of people jumping over your head, like I said. The other things that I don't like at the moment is, and I didn't really pick up on this until I watched a video the other day, and I noticed it today. I got a camo for a gun, and it popped up. I didn't even see it pop up. They pop up really, really quickly and goes away. I mean, it's a minor thing. It's really, really small. It doesn't really bother me that much, but it's something that I didn't even know that I had it at all. I feel that there could be some more perks in the game. It feels like it's really weak with perks. I feel the submachine guns, how many times I've been outdone by an assault rifle at close range when I should have won the battle. Definitely feels like the ARs are more dominant than the submachine guns. Maybe you have a different opinion. That's the whole point of this. Let's get discussions. Let's start a little chit chat. I feel like the score streaks need a little bit of a boost. They don't feel as strong. Sometimes I call them in. They just seem like they just do hardly anything, and I'll probably get more kills from my gun than I do from the score streaks anyway. So why not bring back the specialist? Why I don't understand why no one brought the specialist back from NW3. Everyone says it was overpowered. It wasn't overpowered. You could still get shot. You might have everything, all the perks, all the proficiencies, but you still got shot in the back, and you still die, and you still lose it. So I don't see the problem with that. The other thing is, why are there no scoreboards? Tell me why there are no scoreboards. I cannot fathom out the reason why there are no scoreboards. It makes no sense to me at all. Another thing, people talk about making this game different, like I spoke about at the beginning of this video. Then why not bring some of the stuff that was in the single player game into this? I know everyone hated the thought of it going into space, but the campaign was actually quite good. Like I said, I actually really enjoyed it. I don't normally play the campaigns, but the dogfighting and in the spearing and the spaceships was really, really good. It was really satisfying. Why could we bring that into Call of Duty? You can still have your normal Call of Duty experience, and a bit like what it did in Star Wars, where you had a separate playlist for doing like the fighters. Why couldn't they do that in Call of Duty? Why not bring something completely different from the single player into the multiplayer? It would be good to have that. I mean, like I said, I know everyone hates all the space theme, but the core game of it, regardless of the maps, looking like you're in space, and having these energy weapons, which aren't really that energy weapon, it still fires like a normal gun. They just fire out a blue streak instead. They could have brought some of that stuff over from the single player, and it would have made a difference to it. I think it made a difference. My overall opinion is, I still don't think it's a bad game. I think everyone's just got on this hate bandwagon for no reason, because it's in space. That's the only reason I have, and the only space part of it really is the single player. The rest of it feels like fucking Call of Duty, because everyone would just go over themselves and just be like, it is okay, rather than just everyone hating it and being dickheads. Leave your thoughts down below. If you like what you hear and see from me, then subscribe, and please leave a like rating. It really helps me out, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.